whenever we had the opportunity and privilege to have him out here as a guest and show him around, he always made us feel like we were just as important as people, like if he was dealing with military officials on his trips to Afghanistan or even the Prime Minister. So he really gave us a great sense of importance here in the constituency and our place here in Canada.
In 2006, everybody was talking about, where is the angry young man? All of a sudden, he's happy, and he's that being prime minister, even in a minority parliament, suited him much better than being opposition leader.
How are you doing?
Access for spouse who is terminally ill or in critical condition be now read a second time.
So this bill is about families, Mr. Speaker, specifically families where parents have been divorced.
That was a private member's bill initiated locally by a constituent who had experienced children not having access to a parent, a terminally ill parent.
This, Mr. Speaker, is truly regrettable and requires the attention of this House.
I don't believe it's a bill that this House, should pass, although I do respect the member for bringing it forward.
We will take part very seriously in any reform that will protect the interests of children. Thank you.
And Rick took that and made it a broader piece of legislation, developed it into that with the help of legal, and it was passed unanimously through the House of Commons, which was a very unusual thing to happen at the time. And that bill went through that gives access to a dying parent, access to their children if they're in a terminally ill situation.
Yeas pour 302, 302, nays contre, none open. I declare the motion carried.
Rick would be frequently home, even when the House was in session. And of course, when he was out of session, then he'd be around here fairly regularly.
But I would go into him with notes on items that I wanted to discuss with him and submit my opinions for what they were worth. Rick always listened very carefully and commented candidly, and we just had a great relationship.
I rise today to recognize all the Canadians who have or will be participating in this year's Super Cities Walk for MS.
The MS Walk has now raised over $100,000.
This year, over 70,000 Canadians in 160 cities across Canada are taking to the streets to raise money for MS research. And I am very honored to be leading a team in my home riding of Lethbridge.
Including his own daughter who has MS.
Mr. Speaker, these Super City Walks are more than just an opportunity to raise funds to find a cure for MS. They're about Canadians supporting Canadians.